Yo, it's your boy Jay. Welcome back to the House of Animation, and today we have another banger of a video for you guys and girls. Today, we're gonna take a look at why Sasuke being a bad dad in Boruto doesn't make that much sense. But first, let's drop the intro. Now, to break down this theory as to why we think he's such a bad dad and why it makes no sense, first we gotta look at a couple of things. We gotta take a look at Sasuke's character and his childhood. Then we gotta take a look at what Sasuke is doing in the meantime between Shippuden and Boruto. Then we'll wrap it up and bring it all home by explaining why we think it doesn't make any sense. So let's take a step back in time and take a look at Sasuke's character and his childhood. Now, usually when a person becomes a parent, they draw inspiration from a couple places, but no inspirations usually draw more from their parent. In Sasuke's case, unlike Naruto, he actually had a mom and dad growing up. And not only did he just have a mom and dad, he actually had a whole family, a whole clan that lived in a whole section of a village. And you know what they say, it takes a village to raise a child. So Sasuke definitely felt all the love as a kid. Sasuke as a kid was way different than Sasuke as a young adult and a teenager. And as a kid, we're shown that his parents' relationship with him is very different from each side. With his mother, you could definitely say Sasuke was a mama's boy because him and his mother's relationship was pretty much flawless. They got together very well. And as a kid, Sasuke definitely drew more on his mother and got more traits for her than he did his own father. Now, Sasuke definitely took traits from his mother, such as her patience, her chillfulness, even, her quiet demeanor. Knowing that her husband was constantly always worried about the child prodigy that was Itachi, she was always there for Sasuke and encouraged him to just take his life at his own pace, do what he needed to do to get to his destination. It was never a rush. Now, Sasuke's relationship with his dad was a little bit different. And that was for the simple fact that his dad was always just preoccupied with Itachi. And my man Sasuke was always fighting for his father's attention. He just didn't know how to actually break through and understand his father, especially as a kid. And his mother was there to remind him that men like his father and Itachi were men that needed patience when it came to understanding them. Now, let's not get it twisted. Sasuke's father definitely loved him. I think the fact that Sasuke struggled so much to get the attention for his father really instilled that drive and that dog in Sasuke. Now, his pops definitely was dismissive of Sasuke as a kid. We can't ignore the fact of that, a trait that we see Sasuke repeat later. And Sasuke's father definitely took on some methods as a dad that was definitely a little bit emotionally damaging to Sasuke as a kid. Like, let's take a look at it. As a kid, Sasuke didn't want anything more in the world but then to work alongside his dad in the police force. And Sasuke busted his ass to work so hard just so he could escape the shadow that was Itachi. And also, it didn't help that his dad definitely kind of showed the whole world that he favored Itachi over Sasuke. This made Sasuke question himself and also think of himself as the lesser son. And that's honestly a very tough feeling to feel like. And in the moment that Sasuke finally gets that acknowledgement for his father, when he masters the fireball jutsu and he gets that,
that's my boy.
that shit just don't hit like it was supposed to hit, because from Sasuke's standpoint, he only thought his father was rocking with him just because Itachi and his dad had a falling out. And we're shown that his mother comes to save the day again, because his mother again reassures Sasuke as a kid, saying that, hey, your father actually is just a difficult man who is hard to understand at times and has a difficult time with expressing his emotions. Another trait we'll see later on. And Sasuke's mom dropped a bomb on him and told Sasuke that his dad actually talks about Sasuke the most when they're in private, which honestly was a feeling that torn Sasuke, and that was a turn in the father and son relationship. Sasuke was able to ask about the Mangekyo Sharingan and his dad's feelings on Itachi, and to his surprise, his pops opened up and was honest. That allowed Sasuke to finally understand his dad more. His big bro Itachi loved Sasuke, like, unconditionally, but on the night that Itachi went into demon mode and decided to snuff out the whole Uchiha clan, Sasuke would never ever be the same. Hatred, guilt, grief, and that drive drove Sasuke to avenge his family. Things that he should definitely be in jail for. And if you don't know about these things, you can check this video out right here. Reggie did a great job on this. Like, Sasuke's whole arc was for his family. He fought for his clan, his family. And after the 4th Great Ninja War, obviously Sasuke has to take a little bit of a, sabbatical. We can honestly all all agree that Sasuke probably should have been dead or in jail at the end of Naruto. But being the only person at the time possessing the Rinnegan and the Sharingan, who else is going to stop the alien invasion threat that is the Otsukis? Only Sasuke. So what does this man do to redeem himself? This man shoots up Sakura's club and goes like, "Hi y'all, I'm gonna head out. I'll see y'all in a couple years. Just let me know when you're done raising her. I'll come back." This is the same man who almost put 5 Kages on a t-shirt, Sakura, his future wife, Naruto, and his own master in Kakashi. He even killed Orochimaru just to get to his goal of avenging his family. And now you're telling me that the family that you sought so much to avenge, that went extinct, and there's finally a new Uchiha in the world, and you decide to just dip out? Nah, son, that's crazy. And look, I get it. I know a lot of people are gonna shoot Sasuke bail with the whole Otsutsuki thing, and just like they were shooting Naruto bail with the whole Hokage job thing. But let's look at the facts. Same thing with Naruto. What was really happening in between the time of Shippuden and Boruto? Not that much. We even see Hinata get kidnapped in the last movie by an Otsutsuki. Now, Sasuke actually comes back to Konoha to save the village from a big ass meteorite. So if you're coming back to the village to stop an alien threat that only seems to target people in this said village, what are you doing outside wandering? And thematically, it does make sense that Sasuke is one of those I ain't stopping until the job is done type mofos, because we've seen this man for almost 20 years trying to avenge his family. Like, it seems that he intentionally stayed away when he could have simply came home. And nothing is more better of an indication that Sasuke is a bad pops than the characterization of his daughter Sarada. Like, this girl was the same person who was actually dreaming of having Naruto as a pop just because she felt like Boruto was so lucky because Sasuke was never around. This is also the same person who pressed her mom to find out who her real mother was because she was in disbelief that Sakura could actually be her mother. And the reason that Sasuke wasn't home was because she wasn't her real mother and she actually thought Karin was her mom. Crazy. This is the same girl who actually goes meets her father for the first time, who has been away from the village and has missed most of her childhood, important milestones. The man even missed her becoming a genin, doesn't even send letters home, talks about where he's been at. He's his ghost. And honestly, the most disturbing part about this, and probably hurtful part, is the fact that's specifically implied in the Boruto manga. In chapter 41 to 42, we see the team facing off against Boru from Kara. Her own teammate and Orochimaru's son Mitsuki even tells her to use her Sharingan to find out how the enemy's abilities actually work. And even later, Kawaki in the battle figures out how the actual ability works, and even tells Sarada to use her Sharingan to go find the weak point. And any manga reader out there knows once something is bold and emphasized, it means a whole much. This goes to show you that Sasuke wasn't even there to carry on the legacy of his clan and teach his own daughter how to properly use her own bloodline jutsu. It's crazy to think that the people around you actually know more about your own special move than your own self does. And bruh, to put the actual cherry on top, you know what she finally finds when she finally gets to meet her father? This man doesn't even recognize her. Even after seeing her use both the Sharingan and having the Uchiha clan's crest on her clothing, this man actually thinks she's an enemy and considers even attacking her. Like, let's look at it realistically. There's one Uchiha, and then you see another Uchiha, and she's wearing the same head protector that you used to wear. Wouldn't you think that this would be someone that's related to you, someone you forgot back home when you left years ago? And maybe from Sasuke's POV, he thought if he intentionally was away for a long period of time, his daughter wouldn't inherit some of his bad behaviors or nastier traits. And also, on the other hand, if she did know him and he was around and he knew that his job would require him to be away a lot of the time, she probably would worry about him. So he felt like he had to choose the lesser of two evils and just decided to go, leaving Sakura to raise their daughter on her own. Although our boy Sasuke would send Sakura some messages from time to time. But even then, choosing to be away to do less damage actually ended up doing the worst amount of damage. And also knowing from your childhood and understanding how distant your father was to you as a kid and how that affected you, how do you feel being absent would affect your own daughter? It doesn't make sense, especially for a character who spent the whole entirety of the series fighting to avenge his family. And the chance that he finally gets his family as his own, what does he do? Mons them drops the ball. Well, gang, that's all we got for you guys and girls today. Thank you for stopping by the channel and checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe and like and turn them alerts and notifications on. That really helps the channel grow. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below on whether you agree or disagree with the video and any future topics you guys would like to see us discuss and review on this channel. And well, with that, you already know what it is, baby. Got a blast.